Hi, I'm Bart Baggett with Handwriting at University International. The video series you're about to see is very special. It gives you an opportunity to really get to know some of the people behind the handwriting. So I invite you not only to watch the videos, but take a long moment to look at the handwriting. Analyze what you see. Use everything you've learned in our basic courses and begin to stack trait on trait on trait. I think what you'll find out is there's a huge learning experience in your future. I know as I conducted these interviews, I was also surprised at how certain traits stacked with other traits and things were mitigated. So ask yourself the question, like, if you see a big Y, is it imagination? Is it exercise? If their self-esteem is high, was it always that way? What were they like as a child? Would you like to hang out with this person? Would you like to have dinner with this person? What are their political beliefs? All these things, attempt to project it. Estimate, what would it be like? I wonder what this person looks like. Is this person friendly? Are they fun? Would I agree with them? Are they angry? And then the other thing is kind of project their past. What happened to them to become that person? And I think you'll find, at least in this series of videos, that everybody we interview, they're charming. They have a warmth about them. They have a kindness about them despite some of the trials and challenges they had as a child. So take this as a learning experience, kind of an advanced handwriting analysis course for you to really begin to get to know the person behind the handwriting. Enjoy. Here's the questions I want you to discuss with Elizabeth Carter's handwriting. Is what's her biggest fear? Is she well-traveled? Is she an intelligent woman? Is she not an intelligent woman? Does she have social skills or social intelligence, which is different than the Arthur Koestler form of intelligence? Is she worrier? What's the worry loop? Does anybody know the worry loop? Okay, you should teach your table because she might have it or might not. Is she sex or sexually important? You know, is she like Judalina yesterday, or is she different? Is she adventurous? What role did religion play in the formation of her character? Definitely not something that you read in a textbook, but since she's going to answer the question, I thought, let's give it a shot. Let's see if you can figure something out. These are good questions to kind of lead you yes or no. And don't be afraid to say no, or don't be afraid to be wrong. And do you think she's successful? Has she experienced a lot of success?
Okay, my name is Elizabeth Carter. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I'm an actress / realtor. I do real estate, make some money, then go back into acting. For some reason, you know, whatever. And then I'll make money acting.
Good.
I did quite well in the real estate when I applied myself. I had a hard time getting to, I mean, it just seemed like it was like overwhelming sometimes. I was good at doing mailers, and I did some door knocking and this and that, you know, but I did quite well actually in San Diego. I worked in La Jolla for a year, and I made a lot of money.
What's been
my most successful enterprise, I must say, has been modeling. I modeled a lot across the country. I worked in Japan a lot. I worked in England, in London, Paris. So, yeah.
What personality traits do you think that you possess that helped you be successful in that venture?
Personality traits. I love like you know, I mean, it was just fun, and it was exciting, and the lights and the action, and it was just so much fun. And I guess I'm kind of a junkie for it.
When you think about work, what's important about work or career?
Well, what's important to me is that I do something that's meaningful. Although I really, you know, all the movies I've done, I usually play hookers or I usually, you know, just nothing that I've never really done a part. Well, I did do a documentary with Charlton Heston once where I played a mother, and it was for like these poor children in Bangladesh, and I really, you know, I really liked that role, even though it was just a moment, but still, I really want to accomplish something in my life and perform or do something that makes me feel that I've left a mark. I've done something important in my life. I don't know if that's crazy, but
no, it's great.
Actually, I was more spiritual when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah.
How
yeah.
do you think that transition occurred?
Well, let's see. When I was 6, I wanted to be a priest, and I told the priests that I was going to be a priest, and they told me I couldn't, and I wouldn't leave the rectory until My parents came and dragged me away because I was sure I would convince them that I was supposed to be a priest. And then I just was really, really spiritual. I lived on a SRF yoga commune when I was like 17. I ran away from home. But I always was a performer, and I had the spiritual side, and I never figured out how. Then I lived in a seminary for like 4 years, studied for 5. And then found that that was a bunch of hooey, and I kept getting disappointed spiritually. All these different things that I kept pursuing and getting involved with, I just kept getting really disappointed in the structure. And I know that, you know, we're humans, and so part of being human is to fault. And religions and things like that, they get money and they get greedy and then they screw up. And so it's human, but I don't know. So I think my friends would think that I was gullible, or say I am, yeah. I tend to believe people too much, and I'm so shocked when I find out that they're not true. This isn't true. Are you kidding? You mean you aren't from the moon? You know, no, I mean, but I do, and it happens to me over and over again. I just keep thinking, why aren't I getting it? Get it, wake up, you know, check people out. Well, actually, I've been celibate for quite some time, but in dating, I look for a man, I'm looking for a mate, and one of the things that I want is that I really think that when you're in love and you're together, I mean, I don't know, children and all that, but I was married once, and we had sex at least once a day, you know, and I don't think that that's like, I mean, I think when you're in love, then you want, you know, or if you're busy in life, then you understand or whatever, but I mean, 3 or 4 times a week, I think would, you know, I mean, I definitely want to get funky, you know. I enjoy getting funky, and I want physicalness. I'm very tactile. I want a lot of touching and hugging and kissing and